Everybody loves SpongeBob. Well, mostly everybody. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 SpongeBob characters who hate SpongeBob. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at characters from SpongeBob SquarePants that can't stand the titular yellow sponge. Number 10, Angry Jack. Angry Jack makes a living yelling at customers to buy his shells in his commercials, but that's all for show.
Angry Jacks! I'm so angry about my massive inventory that I'm slashing prices like crazy!
Angry Jack is actually quite pleasant in person. At least he was until SpongeBob walked into his shop, looking for a new shell for Gary. Only SpongeBob could bring the real anger out of Angry Jack. But to be fair, SpongeBob did destroy his entire shell emporium. After SpongeBob accidentally breaks every single one of his shells, Angry Jack loses his cool and charges him, literally an arm and a leg, as well as some other body parts.
You got 2 arms and 2 legs, don't ya?
Yeah?
Give me 1 of each!
Okay.
Number 9, Kevin C. Cucumber. Let's be honest, this guy totally deserved what he got. All SpongeBob wants is to join his jellyfishing club, the Jelly Spotters. But Kevin doesn't think SpongeBob is cool enough for them.
I won't let the guy join the club. I just want to see how many times he can get stung before he goes running home like a baby.
So he decides to haze him, telling him that if he completes a series of rigorous tasks, he will be allowed in the club. But after SpongeBob accomplishes each and every task, he learns that Kevin had no intention of ever letting him into the club.
Did you think we'd actually let you join the Jelly Spotters?
Thankfully, Kevin got his comeuppance at the hands, or tentacles, of some very pissed off jellyfish.
Gavin!
Number 8, Flatz the Flounder. SpongeBob always tries to be the friendliest guy in his boating school class, but not everyone responds as positively as one might hope to his particular brand of charm.
Tell the class something about yourself, Flatz.
Well, I like to kick people's butts.
From the moment Flatz joins Mrs. Puff's boating school, he's a bully who, for no discernible reason, wants to kick SpongeBob's butt.
Hi, I'm SpongeBob.
Hi, SpongeBob. I'm gonna kick your butt.
Who knows why Flatz hates him so much? SpongeBob tries his best to be friends, but Flatz just cannot be reasoned with. But as it turns out, Flatz can't hurt SpongeBob's spongy body, which only makes him hate SpongeBob more.
Flatz, are you okay?
Number 7, Bubble Bass. Yet another character who hates SpongeBob for seemingly no reason. One day he just walks into the Krusty Krab and complains in front of the entire establishment that SpongeBob forgot to put pickles on his Krabby Patty, completely shirking SpongeBob's confidence.
This is pretty good. Only one thing. You forgot the pickles!
SpongeBob even leaves the Krusty Krab because he completely loses his fry cook mojo. Poor SpongeBob. This dude just had it out for him.
Look! He's been hiding the pickles under his tongue the whole time.
But as it turns out, Bubble Bass had lied and was hiding the pickles under his tongue the whole time.
And there's my ride.
Number 6, Barnacleboy. This retired superhero sidekick is perfectly happy to hang up his cape and spend the rest of his days living the simple life with his other half, Mermaid Man.
Pipe down! You can wake Mermaid Man, and he's ornery when his nap is disturbed.
But SpongeBob rips them out of retirement with the constant blow of their old conch signal.
As seen on TV. I wonder if it still works.
Kind of like their bat signal, the conch was how Mermaid Man and Barnacleboy would be contacted when they were needed to fight off danger. But when SpongeBob gets his hands on it, he takes advantage and calls on them repeatedly to take care of mundane tasks. Barnacleboy's dislike for SpongeBob may have waned over the years, but his previous hatred of him was definitely well-deserved. Number 5, Tattletale Strangler. This one is a bit self-explanatory. SpongeBob tattled on this guy, so he wants to strangle SpongeBob.
That's the Tattletale Strangler.
Who?
The Tattletale Strangler! He's promised to strangle anyone who turns him in!
Well, you can't say that SpongeBob didn't see this one coming. After SpongeBob turns him in, the Tattletale Strangler vows his revenge. When the Strangler breaks out of custody, SpongeBob fears for his life and hires a bodyguard, who just happens to be the Tattletale Strangler in a brilliant disguise.
We could go to my house and turn off all the lights.
Perfect. That way no one could hear you being strangled. Protected.
However, SpongeBob's own stupidity trumps all of the green fish's strangling attempts, and eventually drives him into madness like only SpongeBob can.
Someone say party?
Number 4, Doodle Bob, a classic story of man creates monster, monster destroys man. When SpongeBob and Patrick happen upon a human pencil that brings its drawings to life, SpongeBob draws a self-portrait that becomes sentient.
This'll be the ultimate prank. I'll draw me, and when Squidward answers the door, it won't be me!
Clearly, there can only be one true SpongeBob, and it can only be settled in a fight to the death. Doodle Bob almost wins, going so far as to draw a hole that he drops SpongeBob and Patrick into, and shatter Patrick with a bowling ball. Doodle Bob's hatred for SpongeBob goes beyond words, but it's palpable in the gibberish he rattles off.
Yeah! Hold it right there, Doodle. I brought you into this world, and now I'm gonna take you out.
He even returns when SpongeBob and Patrick are trapped in the Doodle dimension with revenge on his mind.
Aw, isn't he cute?
How do you do?
Yeah, Flounder. Oh, I'm next on the hug list.
Number 3, Sheldon J. Plankton. Plankton and SpongeBob actually have a little more of a love-hate relationship.
F is for fire that burns down the whole town. Use for uranium bombs. N is for no survivors when you...
Plankton.
SpongeBob considers them friends for the most part, except for when he's pulling dubious schemes to steal the Krabby Patty secret formula.
Plankton.
And although Plankton hates pretty much everyone, and finds SpongeBob annoying, he can't deny that SpongeBob has touched a small place in his evil little heart. But Plankton has proven time and time again that he would sell out SpongeBob in a second, if it meant getting his hands on the Krabby Patty secret formula.
Hear me, Krabs. When I discover your formula for Krabby Patties, I'll run you out of business.
He once even hired a hitman named Dennis to take the sponge out, so Plankton could frame Mr. Krabs for stealing King Neptune's crown.
Can I help you with something, sir?
Name's Dennis. I've been hired to exterminate you.
You're gonna exterminate us?
Number 2, Mrs. Puff. Poor Mrs. Puff has the terrible task of being SpongeBob's driving instructor. He takes her class every year and fails every year. But this is SpongeBob we're talking about. He doesn't just fail, he fails in style.
Oh, SpongeBob! Why?
He's wrecked so many cars and even completely destroyed the school on occasion that Mrs. Puff's insurance must be through the roof. She has severe anxiety every time he returns to her class, and even fantasizes about ways to get rid of him.
I'll have to move to a new city, start a new boating school with a new name. No.
She once passed him just so he would never come back. She even thought that staying in prison was better than dealing with him every day.
Oh, Neptune, another year with him. Barnacles, dirty barnacles. I've got to do something to save myself.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
What do you call a snail on a ship? A snailer! Ah! Ah!
As I was saying, do you have any idea who we are?
Wait, don't stop me.
Don't answer.
I'll show you. I'm gonna scrub my armpits with you.
I don't get it.
Because you're a sponge.
Duh.
Oh.
Number 1, Squidward Tentacles. SpongeBob thinks they're friends, but Squidward actually hates him.
Gee, Patrick, do you think Squidward was trying to tell us something?
Yes, I was!
One of the main, long-running themes of the show is how much Squidward hates SpongeBob. Despite his best intentions, SpongeBob is the epitome of the annoying neighbor, and SpongeBob's complete obliviousness to Squidward's hatred of him only makes Squidward hate him even more. He's annoyed by every little thing SpongeBob does. To be fair, Squidward is pretty much annoyed all the time, but SpongeBob's mere existence is irksome to him. That's a special kind of hatred.
So let me get this straight. You think that we should go that way?
Yep.
Well, then I'm going this way.
Huh? Squid!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.